Hey, hello and welcome to Robot Arena 2014. Jim here. I know I'm not the greatest at this and all that. I'm not the best commentator, but we're going to give her another run here. We're going to have an exhibition today, but we're going to take a look at the robots, how they're built, what they look like, what they're made out of. So we're going to go to team headquarters here, HQ, and we're going to go down here to a new room we just built called Housebots. And we're going to open it up here. Okay, the first robot is going to be Gigawatt. Let's see how this guy's put together. This is a real beastie. You're going to have a little difficulty with this guy when you face it, if you don't build a really excellent bot. Okay, let's look at the construction of this guy. Alright, it has several of these kilowatt drills. And it has iron spikes on the end of a bunch of beater bars, which are all set up in a long length here, it looks like. Several of them, all the way down into the chassis. This is a really compact bot. Look at the way this thing's built. I should tear it apart so we can look at it. Incredibly small body. Two large E-Tech drive motors. Two Techno Destructo wheels. Titanium half sheet on the bottom. Protected. This is really super compact. This is one of those Game Tech mod style bots they like to build over there, where they have just the most incredibly small body you can possibly build with these little tiny multi-extenders. A couple of these, a few of these super amp batteries. There's some NRA amp batteries in the setup here that are very strong. At any rate, you can see this thing is just impossibly compact, man. Has small blades up front and a DSL bar. So let's go ahead and see how this guy's set up here in the controller program. You can see it has forward, left, right, and that's it. It's just a kind of a ramming killer machine that will tear apart pretty much anything that it comes across. But we're going to face it off against a premier bot that I built. Well, it's a house bot, and it's not too bad. And at any rate, let's see what's the weight of this guy here. Go back to chassis design, or construction rather. Okay, it's 79.88, I believe. Very heavy. 80 is the maximum for normal heavyweights. You can have super heavyweights and things like that. There's ways to build them and the components and what have you. So here we are. We have Gigawatt here. You see how she's built, or he's built, or what have you. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at heavy metal. Heavy metal, let's see, construction, is a large chassis bot. Now, I know a lot of guys don't like these large chassis bots. Oh, it's too big, it's too boxy, too much empty space, and so on and so forth. But a large chassis can take a lot of damage. So that being said, you can see how this guy's put together. It's very simple. The controller is here. We have 4 of these small super fast motors, little blue jobs. And you can see the wheels are slightly different. We have 2 DSL wheels up front, DSL wheel number 1. In the rear we have Hypnodisc wheels. And it helps the machine to slide, will kind of turn very quickly. And we have electric servo burst motors. Let's see, one of these, yeah, there we are. That's the self-riding mechanism right there. And we have all these spinners. We have some, let's see, several of these small servo motors that are attached to carbon fiber extenders. And we have razor tips on the ends of the extenders, which will spin around. And we also have a few spikes on here, I do believe. Yes, pull spikes. So basically it's a grinder and a self-riding bot. It'll, if it gets flipped over, uses its flippers to self-ride. I would also maybe someday design this guy so it uses the flippers as a secondary weapon, but that's for another time. Anyway, here we are. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chassis. Oh, wrong one. Program controller rather. You can see this guy set up for spin, and for Shremek, the flippers, and for forward, left, right. And let's see, back to construction, 79.63, and let's take a look at the chassis design. Hang on for a second. Where are we at here? Armor. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, it's plastic number 1, so it's very light armor. Alright, go back here, and we'll go ahead and have an exhibition match with these 2 robots. Let's see, exhibition, and we're going to use the battle box, and we're going to leave the hazards on, and we're going to pick the bots. First one, pick Gigawatt. I think he's here in high voltage. You can see this goes all the way down here. There's well over what, several, what, 100 odd teams or so, or almost 180 teams. Excuse me. There's so many teams I lose track. So you have lots of bots to pick from. There's also an exhibition mode, which I think I've run into before, which a tournament mode, which allows you to pick from all the bots that are here instead of just the first 15 teams, which most of the other mods only allow the first 15. In this mod, you're allowed to use all the bots in the tournament mode. Anyway, enough of that. Here we go, Gigawatt. Alright, Gigawatt versus Heavy Metal. And we're going to be, like I said, in the battle box. And here we go. Get the proper camera mode here set up. Okay, we have spikes and saws. And we have the arena walls here, so the robots don't go flying through it or kill anybody on the outside of the arena. And it's a close-up of Heavy Metal. It also has a flip around the top to help protect it against slamming weapons and things like that. And there we go. Okay, a big hit by Heavy Metal. Gigawatt is trying to attack back. Oh, it looks like they're flipping each other up in the air here. I think the shovel is one flying off the Gigawatt. Now it's inverted, but it's also an invertible bot. It can work upside down. And they're both trying to avoid the spikes. And Heavy Metal is underneath Gigawatt here. This doesn't look good. And there's some pieces flying in the air there. I see a couple of spikes, and looks like the DSL pole has become dislodged. But it's a very robust bot. It'll hold up quite nicely, I hope. Lots of pieces and parts here. A bunch of razors have come off of Heavy Metal, but it has a bunch more. And Gigawatt is taking quite a beating here. Being slammed around. It hasn't been able to get its feet under it yet. Lots of pieces and parts are flying all over the arena now. Oh, a wheel has been flying straight up in the air, and there's heavy smoke coming from Gigawatt. It looks bad now, very bad. There's still pieces and parts all over the arena. Another wheel has come off. I guess this would be the end. And Heavy Metal has turned upside down, but it is invertible. It's self-rights, rather. And we're getting a lot of action here. There should be a countdown. There goes the countdown. And Heavy Metal will stop moving now. And it looks like the end of Gigawatt. Okay, that was match one. We'll have one more match here, just for fun, to see if Gigawatt can redeem itself. Alright, well, there we have it. Two heavyweights in the arena. A good score by both machines. Alright, well, let's have one more match, and then we'll go ahead and call it a day. If there's any other bots here you guys like to see, please let me know. There's lots and lots and lots of guys here. Here we go. One more bout. And we have the same guys here, of course. And we're going to go ahead and skip the intro and go right to it. And another... Whoa, look at that. Launched Gigawatt straight into the air. More pieces are flying around. Looks like the shovel's come off again, and Gigawatt is turned upside down another time. More pieces are coming off. Looks like a lot of razors have come off of Heavy Metal this time. Oh, another wheel has been just smashed right off. Look at that. That's terrible. Oh, and the other wheel has come off. More smoke. Gigawatt's totally immobilized. Technically, this is over. But we're going to go ahead and let the house bots here tear each other to smithereens for as long as they want until the countdown starts, or until one robot is totally destroyed by the other. Oh! And Gigawatt is just taking a terrible pummeling here. Oh, a bit of wackiness here. Heavy Metal's having a heck of a time. Oh, there goes the countdown. And it looks like another win for Heavy Metal, and Gigawatt is torn to bits. Both the wheels are laying over here on the arena floor. There's parts everywhere. Well, that was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you'd like to see any, like I said, any different bots in the arena here, or if you'd like to submit some, let me know about that, and I'll gladly add them in. I have a section where I can add some new bots in. And any ideas or thoughts you have, please let me know, and we'll see you guys soon here at Robot Arena 2014. You have a fine day and a good week too. See you soon.